Good afternoon and welcome to VS Golf. Yes, it has been a long while. Apologies. Um, the likes of Facebook wouldn't have operated if they'd been offline for this length of time. Um, so, reasons I've been off are pretty self explanatory. I think on the last one, I probably said something about injuries. I'm not getting any younger. So the golf has actually got less and less every year. I did the YouTube channel to give back to people, and obviously I've got a lot of experience in the game in all aspects, um, and I just haven't been able to do anything because shoulder, knees and toes. No, but my shoulder was absolutely buggered before we went actually play golf in Portugal. Um, but 8 months it's been my knee, so big ligament problems in my knee. So I've been obviously on painkillers and stuff. Just haven't been able to play. And like I said, it's getting less and less every year, the amount of golf I play. Obviously, if you play less, you just don't want to practice because I just don't practice anymore. Um, so yeah, it's just been obviously I've got a simulator there. I don't use it now because I just haven't been able to play. I just haven't been able to swing. So obviously, don't matter how. I mean, unless you're absolutely off the charts natural ability, you've still got to put a little bit of work in, and certainly a lot of work in when you're getting older. And I just haven't done that, so obviously it reflects in a little bit of my golf. It's going to, isn't it? But the enjoyment's still there. Probably enjoying it more now than I have done in the last 10 years or so. But yeah, it's just difficult. Like I said, not being able to get out there, not being able to play. And obviously we've had it's been a month now, this heat wave. Today is Saturday of the Open Championship. So quick one. I'm going to upload some stuff on the Open. I'll do another video after this regarding a golf day we did playing this week, which was a charity golf day with Watford Football Club and everyone active. But yeah, like I said, once I get out and play a little bit, I'll do some content and lesson stuff and go from there again and try and rebuild the channel once more. Like I said, it's been a long time. So this one today is regarding the Open Championship, which is on at the moment. Herbert's leading, shot an incredible 62, but so did Sam Burns yesterday. My bets this week, I can tell you them because the two are still just about there. But Justin Rose missed cut, ironically, because obviously when he did what he did here all those years ago as an amateur, he then turned pro, missed the cut for a straight year, missed the cut. So he missed the cut. I did Tommy, obviously. I think everybody would do Tommy, and I did. Who else did I do? Don't have my head. Oh, Tyrrell Hatton. There you go. That's just completely. He keeps his temper in check. Who knows? Anyway, Open Championship. This course, and I might have mentioned it before, but this course, I never really liked watching it on telly. I was never a fan of it. Greg Norman was my idol growing up until whatever his business ventures went towards the last few years, which he's been involved in, and that kind of put me off a little bit. Everyone to their own opinion. But yeah, I've literally never was a fan of watching it on there. Great Open Championships there. The Spieth one was amazing. Obviously, the one where Norman got beat by Harrington for Harrington was quite incredible. Not if you're cheering on Norman, it wasn't. But yeah, it's never been one. And then about 5 years ago now, no, it'd be less than that. Maybe 4 years ago, I played it for the first time with the boys, and just loved it. Absolutely loved it. I'll load up some images and stuff and a couple of videos and what have you. You'll see that I'm playing in socks, and you're wondering what the fuck are you doing playing in socks? The reason that is because I bought a brand new, really sensible iron, but I've never had an issue with golf shoes or just shoes in general. So I wore a brand new pair of FootJoy Classics, which is the ones you see me wearing in most of the videos, the white ones. And yeah, needless to say, on the fourth hole, I hold a long putt for par on a par 3, which is playing tough at the moment. They're obviously further back than we were. And I just felt something not quite right. Played the 5th, I think I birdied the 5th, which is that drivable par 4 around the corner, left to right. Got on the 6th tee and I went, this is just not feeling great. Teed off down 6, and then had the biggest blister. I mean, it was huge. I mean, people were going, "Oh, it's only a blister," but it was the whole part of my heel, just a complete circle. So yeah, so I then played the rest of 6, 7, 8, and 9 in socks. So you'll see a video of me teeing off down the really hard 8th hole in socks because I was in agony. And luckily, I had an old pair of FootJoys that were just a knockabout pair, which I'd use for lessons occasionally, that were sitting in the car. So I ran back and got those on the after the 9th hole. So yeah, that's why you'll see me, like I said, hitting the ball in socks. What an amazing golf course! Loved every bit of it. Yeah, just great. I mean, we all enjoyed it. Conditions were tough, windy, and that was 4 years ago. We then played it again 3 years ago, and needless to say, on the putting green, I was drowned. Well, should I say we were, because we all got absolutely soaked. We'd just played West Lancs the day before in was probably the worst conditions I've ever played golf in. I played in some shit before. Horizontal wreck. Even the ships going across to Ireland were struggling. And we were playing golf at West Lancs in that, which is quite mental. Even the starter, I told him, don't bother coming out. We'll just tee off. And he did. Fair play to him. So, yeah, back to Birkdale. So we played that the following day. And just about dried the stuff off to then get soaked for the first... I mean, it was the first 4, maybe even 5 holes. It was pouring down and horizontal. Like I said, I went on the putting green and was absolutely drowned. To the point that someone in the club said, what's it like out there? Thinking I've just done 18 holes. I said, no, I've just been on the putting green. So yeah, I mean, beautiful golf course, and then we had to get weather like that, and it's May. It's not like it's bloody January or February when we're playing these places. It's May. We then proceed to get down 6, and then it seems to stop. So again, really enjoyable, but really, really windy. I'll load up some images on 7, which we're playing off the par 3 7th down the hill. Great green there with this like donut-shaped bunker on the left. We're teeing off the yellows because we weren't playing off the backs. So we're teeing off to the right where the tee's been for years now. But they've got a new tee this year, which they've chucked on the left-hand side of this 6th green. So it's more around to the left, so coming in at a different angle. It's probably a harder angle they're playing at now than we were playing at. I mean, I think I had wedge into that with the wind howling. It was just, I mean, that's what links is. Like, it could be a wedge, it could be a 4-iron. We then proceed. Yeah, we got round, like I said, after 5, 6 holes, it stopped and it was just windy. We had spotters on the 2nd and on the 6th. Oh, yeah, shocking tee shot down 6, if I remember rightly. In the crap on the left. What else? Yeah, so basically, yeah, we got it round, and then it was more to do with the new holes, which obviously are being played in this year's Open. Like I said, I love that golf course, but you get to like back of 13, you're going on to the 14th, which was that great par 3 that Spieth almost hold it straight after obviously making that visit to the practice ground and the tour trucks and what have you. So he almost canned it. That hole's no longer there, which is a shame because I mean that's been there for years. It's part of the course. It looks very much like the golf course, downhill par 3, beautiful hole. So they've done away with that hole. I'll come back to what they've done instead of that par 3. The par 5 straight after that, which would have been the 14th. Sorry, it would have been the 15th, and that's now the 14th. They've extended it and they've put a few more bunkers in. I didn't like the look of it. Yeah, I liked it before. The first year we played it, I drive a 3-wood on the green and then 3-putted for par, which is rather annoying. I was right where Spieth was, and I was making the jokes of, oh, imagine I eagle this and all this, and then ended up 3-putting. Tremendous. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I just, still a good golf hole, I suppose, but it was just a lot of bunkers. The green's been raised up. The green's not too bad. It's got a left bunker which just catches balls more so now. Where on my ball came in, we might have caught the bunker, maybe just short. But I didn't like the fairway bunkers, and it was playing bloody long when we played it. So yeah, I wasn't keen on the changes they made there. So to the hole they've introduced, which is now the 15th hole, which is a par 3, which took over from the 14th. Not a fan. Didn't like it. A big runoff area on the right, and like I said, it's a long par 3. We played it at, I think we were in 6 irons in, but they can get it to 240, which I didn't think would be the case. There's a massive runoff area, which you'll see this weekend on the right hand side. where the balls just gather up to the right. Yeah, I weren't keen on that hole. I didn't think much of it, to be honest. And then you got the great 16th, which is a good hole, shortish par 4, and then 17, 18, which are obviously iconic holes. But yeah, love every minute of playing that golf course. It's now, I've played a lot of golf courses in Muirfields and Valderramas and St Andrews, and maybe Muirfield should be my favourite, but it is, Royal Birkdale is my favourite golf course I've ever played. And I've played some serious golf courses. Not happy with the changes, but not for me to say, is it? I just didn't think. I think someone said it this week. It might have been. I can't think who it was now. I think it was one of the players, and they said that it had nothing to do with the rest of the course. Which I know the RNA fiddled around with a few golf courses, but should have just left it alone. It's got a lot of history there as well. I know technology moves on and that, but the postage stamps proves it don't have to be mega long. I mean, they're talking about putting this 15th hole at 240, which is stupid. Absolutely stupid. But what a golf course. And what a clubhouse. Iconic clubhouse. Love that clubhouse. So I'll upload some images, some videos of the 2 years in a row we played it. Obviously, after getting soaked, as much as I love the open roster courses, we played Livham's and Hillsides, which is right next door. That's why we ended up going to Portugal, because we got absolutely drowned for 3 days, 2 days. Certainly 2 days. We got absolutely 2 days. We got absolutely drowned. West Lancs and at Birkdale to start with, anyway. Right, enjoy the Open. Looking at the moment, some people doing some stuff at the moment, but I honestly, even though I've backed who I've backed, I've said the first 2 days, the bloke that hits it the best, or I've seen hit the best, is the boring man himself, Mr. Scheffler. He hasn't putted for toffee for these first 2 rounds, and he's still under par and still doing well. Obviously, they're just bringing up the Bryson thing at the moment. So I think with my head, obviously I want my bets to win, but with my head, I'm thinking Scheffler will, and I think he'll win this, because if he puts half decent, he'll win this. Obviously, want Tommy to win. I backed him, and obviously Tyrrell, but I can only see Scheffler winning this, because I reckon Patton will wake up. He's hitting it pin high. He's very much like Woods. He hits it pin high. His distance control is off the charts. Most of us will stay there and play, even good golfers, even when I'm playing at my best. You wouldn't be pin high very often. This guy's pin eye all the flipping time, and he knows where not to hit it. Basically, he knows the misses. Which, I mean, they're all pros. They're all good at what they do, but he is on another level. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Enjoy the images and a couple of videos that I'll post on here regarding Birkdale, and hopefully you enjoy them. And again, apologies for being away for so long, but like I said, it's just been able to swing a golf club. Simple as. I've got more to follow. I'm doing this kind of in reverse, so a couple more bits to follow. All right, enjoy the Open, and until next time, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. First time watching a video, have a go back on my back catalogue. There's some lesson stuff on there as well you can look at. I might even have to look at the putting thing myself, because I putted like an absolute donkey in Portugal, which is unusual for me, because putting, even if I don't play, has always been spot on. Well, I class myself as a fairly good putter. Right, enjoy the Open, enjoy the weather, because it is still absolutely roasting in the UK. Until next time, thanks for looking in. Right, people, if you're wondering where we're playing this week, there's John in front of me there, just having a nice little nose up towards the first tee. And if we pan right, that probably gives it away. Right, come on, guess who's underneath. Where are we playing this week? Just about to tee off, 11:32. Right, cheerio, speak to you later.
Hit the flag.
Who's next? You? I'll record you.
You're good, mate, you're good.
Good to go.
Might take it.
Go. If it's the right club, it's on it. It can kick off the bank.
Okay. I think I just got it. Just ever so slightly low and ever so slightly out the toe. It's okay.
Sorry, mate, you got to take that again. You're out playing out of turn.
No! No!
You gone in?
I just want to see him play a bunker shot.
That's what I'm filming.
It's alright, Joe. It doesn't look very deep, that bunker.
No, it's alright.
You've got to be one of the fucking thieves in Sunday, innit?
Cool, but it's not that deep.
Oh, that was so unlucky. Go off me. I can't get it in the air. Hey! When are you going to read the feet? Weight forward, chin shoulders, whack it on. Oh,
Oh no, I've bulleted it. It needs to stop. Sit. Come back. Yeah, I'm coming back now. Here it comes. Come on, you fucker. John, don't get your phone. For fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine they come up, they go, "Oh, what's this today?" So, 18 windy holes, if you can hear me. So we're coming up to the last now. There's John, Joe, Andy. Andy on the left, pardon me. Enjoyable round of golf, even if I have to play 4 holes in my socks due to the massive blistering I've got on the back of my heels. There we are. Gives it away where we're playing, doesn't it? So we're back, and the weather is, well, compared to yesterday, it's fine. It's blown an absolute gale and a bit of rain, but compared to yesterday was an absolute pig of a day that I've never experienced. None of us have. But back to Royal Birkdale on this nice sunny May morning. May in England. This is pathetic. Anyway, this golf course is awesome. There we are. get a good shot. It's all over it.